Hey, it's your girl Tracy with Tracy's Troops, doing some more on this D4D on this lovely Sunday, brisk and cold in Atlanta, but still nice and sunny. So I'm thankful for that. So we've talked about all the four women, and now I'm going to go into a recap and then just some scenarios that I heard about from some fellas on things we shouldn't be doing and just things that make us look crazy. We don't want to look crazy. Keep the crazy under wraps. They know we're emotional. God made us emotional, but just keep it under wraps. You know what I'm saying? So, recognizing any of the toxic scenarios that I've talked about begins with holding yourself accountable. Accountability begins with recognizing your role in the toxicity. We as women tend to place the blame on the men when it does not work out to our expectations. However, just like communication, it takes more than one person to engage in a relationship. Once we identify our lack of judgment, encouragement of the toxicity, or obvious signs that we've overlooked due to our blindness, is when the healing can begin. The next step is to find solace in being alone and truly getting to know yourself. And this takes time, and intentionally, you must reflect and do a deep reflection to truly know yourself in order to get the true desires that you want out of life and out of relationships with men. Some individuals have the strength and courage to take this feat on without the assistance of professional help. But for most, it is encouraged, especially when the issues are deep-seated from childhood. In the Black community, professional counseling or therapy has always been taboo due to distrust or the lack of understanding. As a Black female who has dealt with different types of men, their issues, my issues, or overall life experiences, counseling has been the best resource to assist with loving me, helping me love myself unconditionally, and getting to know my truth while bringing me back full circle to whom God intended me to be before life. So those are just some words of encouragement if you're going through or what have you. Counseling is good. It's like a neutral party. You don't have to hear your friends, well, I wouldn't do that. Or, well, this is what I did, or what have you. A counselor is a neutral party that doesn't know you, me, or he or she. And is just there to listen. And a lot of people don't know how to listen attentively. They're there to listen and give you encouragement and assist you with coping skills. Not to tell you necessarily what to do, but just give you the tools to do life better. All right, so in speaking to a few male close friends of mine about these behaviors, they had heard many stories. So one guy was telling me how he had a friend that broke up with his girlfriend, and it was like 8 months over, what have you. And he moved out of state, had a whole nother relationship going on, and how the girl found out where he lived out of state. This is 8 months later. Found out where he lived out of state and went to their house and started some issues. I was like, wow. But that just goes to show again that men, they're able to move on. Women, a lot of times we stay stuck. If it's over, it's over. Go get some help. Take it from me. Don't do the alcohol thing because, yeah, I did that back in the days. Go talk to someone. That's what I encourage you to do. Like doing your own thing, doing drinking, partying, or jumping into another relationship, that doesn't work. That works temporarily, yes, but it doesn't help heal the wounds or what's going on with you emotionally. Take it from me. Transparency. Okay, so that was like, wow. And it was just like, wow. So she did all that And then she got arrested. It's not worth it. And then another conversation with another gentleman, they were saying that women stay in toxic relationships because of the competitive nature. And I think I spoke about this before, like we're competing, but what are we really competing for? He was saying that women don't like to lose, even when it's not even worth the effort to fight for the relationship or the person. It's just not worth the effort. He also said that most women are unsure of true love and equate intimacy to love. Now that's deep, because I'm sure that's what a lot of women do, because they get sexually involved before getting intellectually involved with the man. And because we were made emotional by God for our husband, not just a man. Anyways, the emotions are still there, so we get drawn in, and then it's like, no, that's not what he was looking for. He just wanted a booty call. And now you done went crazy for no reason, because you didn't catch the boundaries, you didn't catch the conversation, you didn't catch what he was telling you. Like I said, been there, done all of this. That's why I'm just here to try to help, not judge. So, yeah. And then Proverbs 4:23, which is one of my favorite scriptures, one of my daughter's favorite scriptures, and I even got a tattoo of it. God shared that we must guard our hearts, being that all things flow from it. Turmoil, heartache, blessings, happiness, all of it. So we must guard our heart. God put all those things in the good book for a reason. Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart, women, because all things flow through it. And being that God is the creator and knows all, he knew we would endure emotional distress, especially due to our lack to employ foundational boundaries, sometimes morals and values, despite our circumstances. Hence the Garden of Eden. It is when we lose control of our emotional footing that we waver, overthink, and make bad choices. Any type of emotional turmoil should be followed up with a medical evaluation by a therapist, psychologist, counselor, medical professional, or life coach. By the way, I'm a life coach. And it's most unfortunate that in the Black community, most people believe seeking help is taboo, as I said before. Based on personal experiences, I find that seeking a neutral party with an empathetic listening ear may help to boost your confidence, self-esteem, and give guidance on how to instill positive coping mechanisms, allowing women enough strength to see beyond being D4D. Women were made emotional, and for good reason, to be the nurturer of God's children and a helpmate to our God-given spouse, period, point blank. Then another gentleman told me about a scenario where there was the girlfriend that was the freak of the week girlfriend, down with having threesomes and things of that nature and everything, attempting to keep her relationship spicy by conferring to her man's wishes or husband's or lover's ultimate wish. The man she perceives loves her, but does not value her nor their commitment. Never mind the interlocking of spirits, which could be the beginning of the end. The mental judo this man has over this female is not just sad, but concerning, as she allows her mate to open the door to Pandora's box, which may include future infidelity, STDs, heartache, emotional turmoil, and other mistresses. In any instance, once again, you have allowed the D to infiltrate your common sense. So again, that is a recap. I hope you're having a great Sunday. I'm having a wonderful day. Be blessed, and I'll chat with you next week with some resolutions and information from a psychology standpoint on assisting with the emotional turmoil that we go through as women when we make bad choices or continue to stay in toxic relationships. Thank you. Have a great day.